Hey there, Libra, and welcome to your week of September 27th, 2021 general tarot reading. We're going to do a bit of a new spread here. We're going to do a spread that is your current energies coming in, your challenges you might be facing now, and some advice and some different perspective stuff that you might be able to take to help resolve this. So thank you for being here. If you're new to the channel, thank you for being here for the first time. If you're a repeat viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate it so much. And let's see what we got here in your current energy. We got the Three of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and we've also got the Page of Swords. So right now it feels like you're kind of moving in a positive direction, right? You're hoping, you want your ships to come in, you want good things to come to you here. You're also you're feeling very, very talkative, very communicative. Hoping, maybe reaching out to some new people out there, some old people as well, possibly reaching out to someone who you feel might be the right person for you, maybe Prince or Princess Charming here with the Knight of Cups, or you're just trying to move in a positive direction towards the thing you really want, maybe reaching out in communication that way. That might be like something like you're applying for, school or something, or trying to reach out in some way so that you can pursue your dreams somehow. So that's fantastic. That's a lovely way to start things off. I feel like you're really in a good position here to start things off. So thank you again for being here, Libra, and let's see what kind of challenges you might be facing here. All right, so we got the Fool, so maybe some trouble starting things up recently and closing some things out as well with the World. And we only got two that came out there. We've got the Emperor, and we've got the Ace of Wands as well. So, all right. If you're new to tarot, we'll start off with that. We got the Emperor here. All of the zodiac signs, I should say, have a major arcana card that represents them. The Emperor is Aries, so you may be dealing with an Aries at this time. You might have Aries in your chart as well. If so, let me know down in the comments below. I always like to hear that stuff, but we're really having some trouble maybe starting things up because we can't close something else off, right? And with the World here, the World represents a completion, represents the end of something. The Fool and the Ace of Wands really want you to start something new and really take that leap of faith. And I feel like that's might be a challenge for you, is that initial jump, right? You might be a little hesitant to communicate with somebody, you might be a little hesitant to get the word out there, right? Start pursuing, excuse me, for instance here, we look at the Knight of Cups and the horse is hesitant to cross the river. So I feel like there's a lot of that, a lot of hesitation, a lot of waiting, a lot of not being sure where to go next or what the future might hold for you. And that's kind of holding you back. Yeah, and I feel like it might be a person specifically kind of holding you back from starting something new. You might be a bit worried. With the Emperor here, the Emperor can represent, a boss, can represent somebody like that, or a sort of an authoritative figure, in your life. It could be, a parent or somebody like that. Someone who kind of commands respect in your life here. They might be kind of holding you back from that, whether that's actually telling you no, you're not doing this, or someone who kind of you're worried about what they might think, right? Because with the Page of Swords here, you want to reach out and communicate. And it's just kind of you're kind of hesitant to tell this person, hey, this is what I want to do, right? I want to go after this, right? I know what that's like. When I was younger, I was really hesitant to tell my family what I want to be when I grew up. When I got out of high school, I wanted to be a writer, and I was really hesitant because I was wondering what my dad and my mom would think about that, right? And so that's possibly there for you as well. Notice here, too, the Page of Swords, the person who wants to reach out and communicate, is not looking at the Emperor. They're not looking at them because they're kind of I want to communicate, but I don't want to do it with you, right? I don't want to tell you this. I don't want to let you know, right? It's just very much, I feel like you want to tell them, but you're just I just don't want to. I don't want to either. But I know I kind of got to if I want to advance, right? There's so much hesitation here, right? So much worrying about starting something new, and I feel like just worrying about what someone else, that authoritative figure, that Emperor in your life, what they'll think of this, right? So, but we'll see what else. We got some possible advice, some possible outcomes here for you. See what might help you out. Hopefully we'll get something good here for you, Libra. All right, so let's see what we got. Got the Four of Swords. We got two that came out there as well. We got the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. And we've also got the Seven of Cups. All right, so lots of cards came out for you in this reading. Nothing wrong with that, though, Libra, nothing at all. So a lot of emotion here. And I feel like you need to be, like, just in general, you need to be true to yourself, true to your emotions. You know, whatever this is you're trying to go after, you're trying to pursue, whether this is a person or this is something else. Like, if this is a person and you see this person that's very authoritative and very, like, commanding respect, and you want to reach out to them, and it's like sort of like in a love kind of way, it's possible, like, you just need to go out there. If they make you feel good, go after them, right? Also, I got this kind of thought in my head too, is like, you might be, like, this Prince or Princess Charming might be right for you, but you're just kind of scared to communicate with them because you're afraid of what your, like, family might think of them, right? Because they might be a little weird, right? Or a little different. You know, your family might be like, my family, for instance, who's a little, like, traditional and old school and stuff, and, like, any, like, new trains of thought and stuff, they're kind of like, that's hogwash, right? Like, that might be a situation here too, where you're kind of like, well, this person's a little too different and weird, like, but I really think they're right for me, but you're just kind of worried about that person as well, like what your family will think of them. And, like, if they make you happy, reach out to them, right? Like, if you think that's the path for you, go for it, right? You're the one dating them, not your dad, not your mom. Like, they're not dating them, you are. Don't worry about it. But just, like, there's a lot of options for you on how to approach this. We got the Seven of Cups here representing that. Like, you just have a lot of paths you could tread here. Ultimately, I think you need to go for the one that makes you overflow with emotion, makes you feel good. And, like, this person, if this is love that you're going after, this is someone who's going to make you feel, like, really good. They're going to be like a potential soulmate for you, right? But that's there if you want it. If you're going more towards, like, pursuing your dreams, we got the Four of Swords, who kind of represents going solo, kind of having those things come in for you, like gifts and blessings, right? If you choose to go that way as well, like, those options are there for you. You could go with this partner, you could go solo if you want to do that. Like, that's all on the table. Like, there's nothing here to say, like, you can't do that kind of stuff, right? And I'm certainly not going to tell you not to, but I feel like the things that make you feel good, that make you overflow with emotions with the Ace of Cups, is the thing you need to go with, as the option you need to take here, right? And positive emotion, not negative emotion. Like, we're seeing quite a bit of negativity back here with these cards, where it's like there's all this hesitation, all this kind of, like, I want to reach out, but I'm scared to, right? And I don't want to start something new because I'm afraid of what people will think of me and stuff. Just go for it. Just do it. Like, don't worry about what they're saying. So we're going to get you your clarifiers here. And we got the Sun on the bottom of the deck. That's nice. That's the happiest card in the deck. So I feel like that's some good stuff coming in for you here as well. Just do what makes you happy. Come on. So we're going to get you your clarifiers here in just a second. But remember, I'm going to tie everything off with an oracle card here at the end. So thank you for sticking around this far. Hopefully you're going to stick around till the end of the video too. So let's see what we got here for your clarifiers. All right. So we got the Two of Pentacles. We got the Seven of Cups again showing up. I think all three of you air signs have had the Seven of Cups in some form or another today. And we've also got the Page of Cups. So the Two of Pentacles, it's kind of like you're in a holding pattern here. Like, you're not going to get anywhere if you don't reach out and communicate. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't cross that river, like the Knight of Cups is doing here. Like, he's hesitating on the other side. With the Two of Pentacles, it's like you're just kind of in a holding pattern, and you can stay there and do that if you want, but you need to kind of break out of it. Like, you have a lot of options in front of you here, right? It's just a matter of what one will you take. What option is the one for you? We also got the Page of Cups here. I feel like it's the one that makes you feel the best. Like, whatever this opportunity that's here for you, if it's something you can seize, whereas it's not like love related, it's an opportunity for you to really go for what you want, for what you desire, go for that and do that. But it's also saying, like, if this person is making you really feel things you never felt before, go for them. Like, do that. Don't worry about all this other stuff, right? So we'll clarify your challenges now. So let's see what that's going to look like. All right, so let's see here. Okay. So clarifying your challenges, we got the Six of Cups, we've got the King of Pentacles, and we have also got the Seven of Pentacles. So just saying here, the Six of Cups, like you might be feeling really nostalgic because you feel like you're that little kid again when it comes to your family, right? Feel like, I'm still like my daddy's little girl or my mama's boy or, whatever it might be for you, right? Like like you still feel that kindred, love and familial love and things like that. Like it's still there. It's just, you need to kind of, at a certain point, it's like we need to leave the nest, right? Like we all need to do that at some point. We can't stay there forever, and we can't necessarily always be looking for those people's approvals, right? Because we got to live our own lives. We don't live their lives, right? You don't want to live your dad's life because your dad already lived that life, or your mom already lived that life, right? It's just, that person's already done that. Like you want to tread your own path, blaze your own trail, walk in your own footsteps, right? You don't want to walk in the shadow of someone else's. And I just feel like you need to do that. Like you need to get over that. You need to get over that idea of still being that little kid, because you're not that anymore. You're your own adult and stuff. And you've been working hard. The Seven of Pentacles here saying like you've been working hard. You've been trying to find some fruits of the labor here. You've been trying to get that going. You've been trying to really satisfy this emperor, whoever this is. And it doesn't have to be a man, and it could be a woman as well. And I feel like they really emphasize like the abundance side of thing, right? They really emphasize what the King of Pentacles brings, like the abundance, the having their material physical world set. Like I feel like this emperor really emphasizes that over everything else. And maybe this person that you're reaching out to or this path you're trying to walk doesn't necessarily emphasize that, and that's why you're worried. It's like it might be a low paying job, but you get to live out like something that makes you feel so good emotionally. And it might be this person who's not necessarily who's in that kind of a mindset of that's the person you're going after. It's like someone who isn't cared about material worlds and things like that. They're more cared about what makes them feel good and what drives them, right? That might be more what they care about. And that's what you're worried about, is that you're worried that this emperor, whoever they may be, isn't going to be happy with that. Isn't going to be doing that. And it's like, if you want to seek that person's approval, you absolutely can. You don't have to do any of this, but ultimately it's up to you, right? You get to decide your own fate. You get to decide your own path. So let's clarify your outcome, advice, and such here at the end. All right. So we got the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. So this person could very much be, feeling like they're left out in the cold, but by what you're doing. Like they can feel like, oh, you've changed, right? You've changed. You're not the same person as they were before, and they might feel left out in the cold by that because you're doing whatever that approach is. But whatever, that's just how they feel. It's also possible like they might see you as like as much as they don't like that, they see you as kind of walking your own path here with the Six of Wands. You're being victorious, right? Like it says the undead are victorious, but but victorious is the word I'm very drawn for. I feel like they might be proud of you regardless. They might be proud that like, oh, you're doing what you do, right? Or maybe they're just proud of that. Like they're proud that you're going to walk your own path, and they're going to be proud of that, even though they don't maybe necessarily say it or feel that way to start. They might end up feeling very proud of you after this, right? And with the Four of Pentacles, just play it safe, right? Like you don't have to do anything crazy. Like don't do anything rash here. Don't be, that kind of person where it's like, well, if you can't accept this, you're out of my life forever, right? And don't be like that, but just be like, hey, like if you can't accept that, that's fine. But you don't have to accept it, but you are going to have to live with it, right? It's, I'm making my choices and stuff. So it is what it is, but let's tie everything off here with an oracle card, see what we got for you here. Libra, thank you so much for making it this far. I appreciate it so much. Hope this has been helping you out and resonating with you. And let's see what we got here for you. All right, Libra. So for you, we got the Peacock Spirit. Let it shine. What more is to say about that, eh? let my Canadian go there, eh? But what more is there to say about that? Like, let it shine, let it grow, let it be its own thing. Don't let this person, you know, rule over you, right? You be the emperor, you be your boss, you be the king there, right? Don't let this person kind of take over for you because, you know, they've ruled over you for so long before, right? Like, do your own thing. Don't let them have that power anymore. You're your own person. You're your own king or queen or whatever, right? So that's all I got for you this week, Libra. I hope this has helped you out. I hope this has resonated. You can leave a like down below if you like this video. Hit that thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can share the video, and of course, you can check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too. Thank you again for being here, Libra, and I will see you in the next video.